I've just been doing a little bit of work before we started on this dragon. This is how she looks so far. Just put a wash all over her base that she's stood on. Put a couple little highlights in so far, but that is work in progress. A Ganzerax. What do you reckon?
It's blue.
Yeah, I'm liking it so far. I'm liking it so far. So I'm going to put her over there, and then I'm just going to wipe up the sploshes of wash that I've blathered all over, so I don't put my arm in it. And then we're going to get on to painting some Blood Bowl figures. So you can't see me this evening because it's so sunny. I've decided that we should leave the backdrop blocking the light out. Excuse me, over here at the side.
Red still can't stand the rain. It's alright, because mine's still going round and round in my head as well.
Yeah. So
Panda's crying.
Oh, why? What's up with Panda?
I don't know. Who knows what's up with Panda?
Where's me?
What, darling? More words than where's me. Just a couple more words.
I need my Series 99. So this is my paintbrush selection. There it is. Is that the one? No, that's a 0. I thought I had number 1 that I use for. No, that's a red dot. I've got too many paintbrushes.
What series do you want?
It's a 99. It's there, look. It's
I haven't got any of those.
It's there. It's managed to find its way in the back.
That's right, Red. He is jealous of your bike. His bike's all MOT'd up and stored.
Ah, cool. Awesome.
All ready to go.
Yeah, I'm definitely jealous of bike. I always wanted a motor.
But you're not allowed one, so there we go. You've got a shot.
Not particularly that. I'm not allowed
You're not
one, is
allowed
it?
one. Yes.
Why?
Because you're not safe just walking in a straight line. You're not having a bike.
Yeah.
Yes, Hamish!
Yay!
Hamish in the house!
Whoop, whoop.
How is everybody from Hamish's stream with those mushrooms? Ahoy, ahoy! Yes, all the pirate puns coming over from Hamish's stream. All the pirate buffet puns are arriving in now. Exhausted,
Yarr.
dang not liking the humidity. You're not the only one. What did I say it was when I had a look? 28?
28.
It's 28 in here, which is a lot cooler than it was yesterday, but still, it's not great. Oh, thank you. That's very kind. We don't hear that noise very often, so I honestly didn't know what it was to start off with.
What was it?
Mobius is following us. It's very, very kind.
Oh, thank you.
There's a little picture of you with your thumbs up.
Yeah.
Thought I'd followed, but obviously not. No, you didn't like us at all.
But thank you for following us now.
It's very kind. Gizmo is in the house. He is in the corner, asleep as always. There is never any further activity from the dog. Despite the fact he knows full well he's on camera, he insists on just being asleep.
Yeah, when
says you've got to hydrate. What have you got for hydration? Oh, I actually got water.
Water. Actually got some water this evening.
Actually got water. That's quite good for you. Well done.
Saving the beer for later.
Yes.
For Skyrim or whatever we're doing.
Are we Skyrimming again, are we?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good, did it? Hey Pete, how you doing? How you feeling? How's it going? I hope you're staying hydrated, Pete. Yourself, you need to hydrate too.
Everyone should stay hydrated in this weather.
Lady Red's given up smoking and I don't go downstairs. That's Red. Oh, bless. Pete says you've got to hydrate. Drink. Always wonderful to have you around, Tony, but never need to feel bad if you're not around. Yes. In real life takes over sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah, that pesky real life.
Yeah, little Mrs. at Grandma's. She goes around to see her on a Wednesday. So she's at Grandma's having lots of fun because our house is boring. And she'd forgotten to take her shoes, so I sent her back home to get her shoes. It's not far away. And she came back with her winter boots. I mean, like, hello, child. So then we had a whole conversation about why her winter boots weren't the shoes that she should have come back with.
So, yeah, wait. She's got like a new pair of school shoes.
I know, because she's a kid. Gizmo is very sweet even when asleep. I think he's dreaming. His eyes seem to be doing something a bit weird. Oh no, he's just staring at me. What's the matter, Giz? Hey, Gizzy Boo. You alright?
Where's my other warrior?
Yeah, you alright? Get a close up on Gizzy. There's Gizzy's face. Gizzy's not happy. He doesn't like the heat. He has absolutely no idea what to do with himself and has been wandering around the house sighing. Yes, just like that. Sighed on cue there, but you probably couldn't hear it. Because he doesn't know what to do. He's not happy. We don't have carpets in our house, so the floor's quite cold.
Yeah.
But he's still not happy.
Hey,
There's a wild Pokemon in chat, everyone. Oh, an angry panda.
He goes and lays down somewhere, warms that bit of floor up with his intense body heat, and then has to find a new bit of floor somewhere. But because he doesn't want to be away from us, won't go in the cooler part of the house, but like out of the sun.
It's quite good though. Our old dogs, you had to literally drag them in because they would burn. but Gizmo is quite good at realising it's warm, and being out in the sun isn't good for him. So we've got that one advantage. Red says, Little Red got an awesome feedback on Parents' Evening. Well done, Little Red! Don't even hear
good
us.
job.
That's awesome. Being awesome at school is the bestest. Yeah, that's what I get in my office all the time. That look is what I get all the time. Wandering around the house in the heat sighing, says Hamish, is him and me both. I mean, you know, I should be the one sighing. I've been in the orangery all day, which was a lot hotter than it is now, working on the computer. I should be allowed to sigh. No one caught the Pokemon. Oh, you silly Pokemon community game.
Yeah, it's a rig.
Awesome at school. Well, I screwed up there. No, being good at school's good. That's good. I'm going to be on lurk mode, says Hamish, while I sort out some bits that I shall be enjoying the touching up. Yes, he's touching up. He's going to tell us all about it in a moment. Thank you for raiding. It was very nice of you, and it was nice to be able to catch one of your streams. I haven't been able to catch one for a long while through various things. You not streaming and me not being here and all sorts of nonsense. It's always good. Yeah, touching up stuff. What are you touching up over there, boy?
So, these are my Grebo games. Sadly, we don't sell them. Blood Bowl team. So this is for 7s, Blood Bowl 7s. So I painted these some time ago now. But over the course of the few games that I've played with them, they've taken a few chips and knocks because they're metal minis, and I foolishly did not varnish them. So this evening is doing a few touch-ups to the colours, and then if we get time, a couple of highlights maybe. Not going to be too ambitious, and then a coat of varnish to protect them, because tomorrow night I've got my next game. Tomorrow I'm playing Skaven, so hopefully might prevent them from scoring lots and lots of times. Skaven are a horrible team to play against in Blood Bowl. They are so fast and so manoeuvrable, and these Chaos guys, the only reason I'm playing these guys is because I love the minis. However, they don't have a lot of skills. Lots of teams that I've played against have got lots of skills on the guys. They've all got dodge and block, and if that doesn't mean anything to you, what that means is when you're rolling dice in Blood Bowl, certain skills allow you to ignore certain dice rolls. So if you've got dodge, one of the results on the dice that you roll when you're attacking another player, if you've got dodge, you basically get to ignore one of the results. And if you've got another skill called block, you also get to ignore one of the results. So not having some of these skills is a bit of a detriment. None of my guys have got any of those skills. So they're quite tough to get the best out of, but I love the models, and that's the main thing for me. So when I originally painted these guys, we did them with some contrast paint, we did them slap chop style. However, they need sorting out. So I've just gone around with some Reaper grey brush on primer and splodged it onto the areas that need the touch-ins up. And now we're just going back over with the main colours to get them filled back in, and then we'll possibly do a couple of highlights to sort the extra bits out. Could I get the thing on my screen so I can see?
Sorry, sweetheart, I hadn't realised that you didn't have the thing on your screen. I didn't realise that you didn't have the Twitch chat on your screen because I was watching Hamish on your screen. So, so that's why you haven't got it. But here you go, love.
Thank you, darling.
I'll drag it over.
What's Tony saying? Stop it to? I don't know.
Touching stuff up, I imagine.
Touching stuff up.
You know, you're always touching stuff up.
You want to be careful spreading rumours like that.
Well, we've heard all about your exploits with the ladies of the night and toe wrestling, so we all already know what you're like. I'm currently painting one of the wolves from the statuesque miniatures, like the troll that I did last night on stream. But I'm not actually painting it. I'm currently just holding it in my hand, looking at it and thinking exactly the same as what I thought last night of, I don't really know what to do with this. So yeah, I'm just holding it.
The troll that you painted last night looks awesome.
Well, it turned out alright.
Looks awesome.
It's not the bestest in the world, but...
you painted it in an hour.
I did, yes. Was I supposed to do it quicker?
No, I'm just trying to tell you that it looks mint and that you should be really proud of yourself.
So you're the same, Wicked D. I said to Nathan, what material should I paint this? And he said denim, and I said, how the smeg am I supposed to paint denim? And he went, I don't know, but you asked. It's like, how are you supposed to paint denim? Like, I don't even know what denim looks like in real life. It's not, I can't think. Red says, now I've sorted my life, sorted out, I'm back on the plan. Goblin army, Imperial Japanese army, then Blood Bowl team, says Red.
What Blood Bowl team are we going for?
Tony says, Nathan, John wants you to hydrate, keeping you healthy, you see. Even though they can't see you, they know that you're withering away over there.
Yeah, it is pretty warm in here.
It's not that warm. Nathan, what was that thing that you had in stock that you meant to ask me about if I still wanted? Was it a needle for the Patriot 105? And you need to do Red Scope's thing that I asked you to do.
I said I'd do it after the stream.
Like dark denim and light. Yeah, but that's just the words denim again, Wicked D. I still don't know how to paint that. I've sent you a picture of me. Well, I did notice you'd sent me a picture. I've sent you a picture of my leg. That's denim. Again, don't know how to paint that. Have you got a picture of you painting it? Orcs, says Red.
Yeah, very good.
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
Very good.
I wouldn't have a clue. But thank you for the picture of your leg. We're touching stuff up and I've been sent pictures of legs.
For Tony, it was the Hogwarts professors. Because,
yes. From a million years ago.
Yeah. asked for Professor Snape, and he only comes in a pack with, I think it's McGonagall and Dolores, whatever her name is, pink handbag woman.
Oh, the mean lady.
The mean lady. Umbridge. And somebody else. Can't remember who the other one is. But yeah, I've got it on my desk if you still want it, Tony.
Well, I'm sure it all depends on the prices of things and stuff. Do you want to talk to each other in the Discord?
Yes, yeah. I shall message you in Discord, Tony.
Azra says dark blue with stippled lighter blue, then a diluted blue contrast. That's lots of words. I understand the colour blue. I don't have a faintest idea how to do stipples or contrast. but thank you, and welcome to the chat. Oh yes, please, definitely interested, and thank you. And Pete says, are we all getting pictures of your leg, Wicked D? It might make you feel better. Oh no, I've ruined its teeth. It's got very prominent teeth, but they're in its mouth, obviously. So. I did achieve an hour sat in a chair today till it got too hot, says Pete.
Awesome.
So we can't see what you're doing, so you might have to just tell us.
Oh. I was holding it too close. So I'm currently on Flesh Tearers Red for touching up armour. Yes, Flesh Tearers Red. This is possibly my favourite contrast paint of all of the contrast paints. It is really nice, deep red, Flesh Tearers Red. It's lovely. So that's what we're going for. Want the armour to be really deep, glorious, gory red. For my team, they are named the Brimstone Beasts. That is the best name I could come up with at the time. So we might do a little bit of gold edging on their armour eventually. But right now, we're just going to get them back to a playable condition. Colour in some of these bits that have been chipped off.
Red says, got a Hercules flyby today in Beverley, is going out of service. Cool. Could you actually see it then? Or was it too far up? Did the motorbike going past remind you? Could you hear it on the stream? There was a motorbike, a very noisy motorbike just went past. 3 of them. Oh, cool.
Wow.
Tony says denim. Here we go. Here we go with more words I won't understand. A nice blue-grey base coat. Well, I have already base coated it grey. So there's a start. A nice blue-grey base coat. Use a spot-thinned wash. I don't understand what that means. Of dark blue on seams, and add pale flesh colour to your base colour to build up highlight. It works a dream. See, yours is just words. Seams.
Joints in the fabric.
Okay. I'm just going to do something and see what it looks like, I think. You lot can't see me, so I could be doing anything.
I definitely put more primer on than I needed to. I've coloured. It's like repainting half the mini. The other thing that I need to do is paint team numbers onto my guys, which I've never actually done. So they're
Do you get to
identified.
just play any numbers, or do they have to be a certain?
No, it can be any. So, because I can change the number on my roster to be whatever mini I need it to be.
Tony says the joints down the legs, the flies and the wrinkles and the denim. Yeah, but it's a wolf, Tony. It's not actually a pair of trousers. But thank you.
Has it got joints?
No, not really. It's got one down the middle, I think. It's alright, I'm just gonna play.
You're gonna whack some.
I'm just gonna whack some paint on and see what happens. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Right?
Yeah, it could turn out awesome like your last night.
John the Templar wants you to say their name.
John the Templar. John the Templar. John the Templar.
Oh look, even Gizmo woke up for you, John. Slightly. There's a Pokemon in chat. John the Templar. The heat's getting. I know you're trying to all be very helpful in chat, and I'm just being a big whinge pot. I apologise.
You should be used to it, man.
You should be used to me by now. This is absolutely true. You don't own that ball, John. John, you don't own that ball. John, you've run out of balls. Oh.
Pete the Hydrator says booyah.
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 That was Hercules fly past.
Hey, Rick, you see?
Probably a bit quiet.
Pete the Hydrator thinks it's time for a posture check. Don't hurt your back.
Thanks, Pete. I did need that actually.
There you go, you see, Pete knows. Solid blue's a nice colour. What's that? Don't want that. That's a weird colour.
Wow.
Was awesome. The fly pass says red. Is that the same colour as I've just?
Did they go over a couple of times or just the once? I think the coolest one that I've ever seen was the Vulcan when we were.
Pete the Hydrator would like you to look down the camera lens and say hello.
I'll raise it up. Gizmo, you gonna look down the camera and say hello to Pete? You gonna look down the camera and say
hello, Pete. Thanks for being here.
There you go. It's your turn next. We'll be able to see your nice shorts.
Oh.
Where's your face?
Hi, Pete.
Are we ready for a scary one? Yeah.
What?
Hi, Pete.
You can just see my fat gut.
Yeah, you probably saw quite a lot of our house on that. What are you doing, human? Flew around the UK, all the air bases. Apparently,
Oh. Cool.
we just see your leg now.
Sorry. Awesome.
What you on with now then?
So now, still red. Flesh Tearer's red for the armour pieces. So the other thing that's good about coming back and sorting these out is when I varnished them. Oh, I did varnish them. I spray varnished them.
So,
I remember. Well, they've got chipped somehow. They must have got rattled in the box or something. I did spray varnish them because they
Another
got
turtle made it to the water.
in the box.
Pete the Hydrator is juicy.
Another turtle's made it. Red saved another turtle. And Pete's juicy.
Yeah,
Juicy.
forgot I'd done that. Spray varnished them. Need to brush varnish them. Obviously, get a thicker coat. I think. Yeah, frosted ever so slightly. That was become evident as I'm doing this. Pete's getting phone calls about dams.
Oh dear. You're so funny.
I try.
Very,
I try.
very time. So what was that?
Sorry.
No, go on.
I was
Man's
just going to say I'm going to
irrelevant.
switch to a smaller brush because I need a little bit more precision.
Precision. Been adding manga books today, and I added Death Note, and it sounds really cool.
Pete the Hydrator is happy.
Happy, 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 happy.
Is Death Note not the one that's about the guy who only wants to touch a boob?
No.
R3 Snail 72 says freeze. For 5 seconds.
Freeze! 5,
That
4. You've got to freeze. 3, 2, 1, and freeze! So I added Death Note, the graphic novel, the black edition. And it sounds really cool. So then I asked in Discord if it's actually an animated TV series, and apparently it's a film and a TV series, but the film's not animated.
40 says yes.
Yes, that's me. And I'd rather watch animated gore than real life gore, so I'm going to try and find it. I don't know what streaming service it is, but I'm much more into animated than I am proper stuff. If that makes sense. Live action, isn't it? That's what they call it. Don't want to see that, but I'm going to try and see if I can find it because it sounds really good on the back of the book. So let's see. The animated series was better, says Methusis. Awesome. So now I need to find something that is showing it that I actually have for my Thursday and Friday night viewings while Mr MLG is at work. I also added the Graveyard book, which also sounds really good, but I don't remember ever seeing that as a animated series unless anybody knows different. The Graveyard book, it's about Nobody Oswald, I think he's called. Nobody Oswald, and they all call him Bod. And he's a baby who wanders into a graveyard because his family have been murdered, like you do. And the ghosts raise him, and he lives in a graveyard, and he's raised by the ghosts of the graveyard. And that sounded pretty cool in the book. Ricky D says, I started watching Carnival Row last night. I thought it was something else that I used to watch, but when I googled it, it's not. We watched some kind of carnival-y nonsense, didn't we? And then it got cancelled. I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't whatever Wiki D's watching.
There was a series called Carnival.
Yeah, but I think
that was like a bit supernaturally and stuff.
Yes, which is what I was thinking of, but this is Carnival Row. So it's supernaturally thing, but it's a different program.
You didn't really like it.
Didn't I? I thought I did like it.
No.
Never mind. Anyway, it wasn't what Wicked D's watching, so it's completely irrelevant. I was kind of hooked when I saw Orlando Bloom's naked bottom. That's probably why I've never bothered with that then. Don't be needing that kind of nonsense in my life. I don't really like him as an actor. I suppose his bottom isn't really acting though, is it? Is it just flouncing around?
He went naked paddleboarding apparently, didn't he?
Absolutely.
And let all the paparazzi take pictures of him when in all his glory.
Yes, that's the one that I was thinking of, Tony, because I said that to Wiki D. I said, that got cancelled, but it wasn't the same program, so her program hasn't been cancelled. It was the one that I was thinking of, which is the one that you're talking about. Ah, gee, that was a lot of words. Can't wait for the Beastman to run through my Skaven tomorrow.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold much hope of that.
He's just been saying how he's not expecting to win.
Yeah.
But they are being touched up, so you know.
Yeah, I've never had a favourable matchup against Skaven. So.
Do you need to change your tactics, or does that not matter?
No,
And we're not talking tactics now.
no. Okay, yeah.
Shh! Don't say. I'm preparing tiny little stretches.
I only have one tactic, and that is charge.
Rah!
It's all good. I've been enjoying so Blood Bowl 7s. You play with 7 figures instead of 11, and when the rules for it came out in the Death Zone supplement, and the guys were talking about playing it, I was kind of the opinion that we don't play normal Blood Bowl enough, so why would we want to play a different version? However, having now played it, just because I wanted to get more games in, I think I prefer it. The games are shorter. You're not as liable to get a catastrophic turn 1 because your minis start further away from your opponents. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You get a couple of games in the evening because it's a shorter game. Play less turns, and yeah, it's really good. Can heartily recommend it. And you don't need as many minis painted.
Oh, when Red gets his Orc army up and running, could he play that as well?
Yeah, because you can use any Blood Bowl team as 7s. You just have 7 guys instead of 11. It's supposed to be. So if you read the bit in the book, it says it's like the Sunday League of Blood Bowl. So
Thanks,
they recommend that you refer to it as copper pieces instead of gold pieces, and your guys could get recruited to the big leagues after their games and stuff like that.
So like scouts looking out.
Yeah, it's just a lot of fun. In fact, one of my guys did get drafted after a recent game. Got promoted, so I've had to replace him.
Does that mean that your team's not as good now then? Now the good guy's gone?
Well, yeah. But it does mean that my team's value has dropped a bit, so...
Nerf nuggets is the supreme form of currency.
That's a good thing. Nuffle nuggets.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, because Nuffle's the god of Blood Bowl. Or fantasy football, or whatever you want to call it.
I was too busy poking a fox there, a wolf to concentrate on.
Yeah, it's alright. I think I'm gonna have to segregate a whole area. I think we've got 4 Blood Bowl games going on tomorrow night.
Played Blood Bowl once, says Tony. My first intro to tabletop. Had a miserable time and couldn't get over it, taking 3 hours. I was expecting an hour tops. That's maybe why this one's better then.
Yeah, it's a lot quicker. Who did you play against, Tony? I remember you coming and playing in the shop. I can't remember who you were playing.
Well, that doesn't look out like denim. Tra-la-la-la-la. I'm just going to go for miscellaneous material.
Let's have a look.
No.
Okay. Fair enough.
Now you've got to be telling us what you're doing.
Well, I'm still doing red armor. The armor is taking significantly longer than I expected it to be fair.
Well, you know, you're supposed to be playing with them tomorrow.
I know.
I don't suppose it really matters if they're ready or not, though, does
Well,
it?
they're still
Painted at some
painted.
degree.
Yeah, they're not quite as done as they could be. I've missed a bit on that guy. What a numpty. What a numpty.
I don't know. The poor people that came over from Hamish's stream are probably thinking, what is this nonsense that we're listening to? If indeed they're still here. Like, what's happening on this weird stream? And there's Hamish being all, you know, intellectual and planned out, and there's us just, well, being us, I suppose. There's a wild Pokemon in chat. Oh, that Pokemon is awesome. What is that? Impidimp? I don't know. I don't know, but this stream has got some strange... we've got Impidimp. We're touching stuff up. It's like, I don't know.
It's an Impidimpy.
You said it right, did I? Oh, I don't know. It doesn't sound right, that, does it? You don't. Oh, I do. I do own that ball. Don't you be lying to me. Don't let me not catch it now, because you're being mean.
You've got a clone ball.
Well, I used to have. Oh, I can't even do it right. And then my wolf's fallen off his thing. It shouldn't be allowed. It's my stream. I've just dropped my wolf into the pallet.
Is he alright?
Well, he was never alright to start off with, so I'm sure he'll be fine. Dear. Oh, dearie me. Wiki D is streaming at 9 o'clock and is playing some puzzly games, as far as I know.
Puzzle Agent 3?
There is a Pokemon called Love Disc. Don't question whether or not it sounds right. Love Disc. Am I being innocent on that one? I don't. Maybe I'm too naive for that one. Goes for the cheeky McCheaty ball. No, not Puzzle Agent. Not Puzzle Agent's let us down now. We're grumpy with Puzzle Agent, aren't we?
But we want to find out what happens to...
I don't think you ever know. I don't think it ever
the next
tells
thing.
you. Pokemon have weird names these days. I think they're just running out, aren't they? They're just running out of stuff to call them. Like the one that was on here the other night, and it was just two nuts, two cog things twirling about.
Clanky, or whatever it's called.
It's like, nah, you run out of ideas for that, didn't you?
There's one called Cliff Key that's a bunch of keys.
That's what I mean, running out of ideas. This music always reminds me of like an advert or something. Like it should be an advert at Christmas going across the table of food. You can buy all this food at Aldi. That kind of thing.
Yeah. Vegetable crimes. I don't understand.
What are you looking at now? The vegetable crimes were funny though. I think that was the Aldi advert this year, wasn't it? The carrot, Kevin the Carrot, or
Alright.
oh, I don't know. Whatever it was called, you could buy them, couldn't you? Stuffed carrots.
Yes, Kevin.
Is that what it was? Oh no, it was. Oh yes, the vegetable crimes in Puzzle Agent. Yes, sorry, Methuselah. It's too hot. Yeah, I want to see the coffee shop lady get hard time for attempting murder on FBI Puzzle Agent. She's on holiday, isn't she? Didn't it end with her on a tropical beach?
Yeah.
Was that her?
With her astronaut husband.
With her astronaut husband? Don't worry about crimes of trying to murder us. Have a nice time on your tropical island. Here's a postcard.
Yeah, like she tried to chainsaw the ice and make the shed collapse or something. And then he just let her off with it.
It's too nice, you see, that's what it is. Too nice.
See, we were paying attention, Wickedy. We know what happened.
This is when she goes, no, that's not what happened. Chainsaws are cool. Mr MLG has a chainsaw.
Yeah, it don't work though. Need to
Used to work.
need to fix it.
He broke it. He broke his chainsaw.
It's, something to do with the ignition. Your dad's bought a new electric one,
Absolutely no idea.
but we haven't had any proper logs to cut up for a while. So.
No, but you do need to sort the trees out with what we're now.
Yeah. I shall go back to our trusty reciprocating saw for those that we used when we first moved in. Although I don't think I've got the big blade that I used to use. So the saw blade that I used for cutting the trees down in our back garden was actually for cutting bricks.
So I'm not quite sure what material that is supposed to be. There you go. Don't know.
Am I showing him off now?
What? You said you wanted
Oh
to
no, that's alright. That looks good, that, like denim.
You said you wanted to look at him. Hey Crafty! We're touching stuff up just for you. Just for you. Here's me wolf.
Well, it looks ace. Grr. There you go. Don't knock
How you
him off.
doing, Crafty?
Hope all's well.
All's well. He needs some eyes. Haven't actually given him any eyes. It's maybe so he can't see the atrocity of which I have painted him. Too hot here to paint. Yeah, we were saying earlier, we've cooled down quite a lot. It's only 28 where we're painting. In the room of which we are painting. Yesterday was 30 something, I can't remember, but the paint was drying before it even got anywhere. I'm going to use that as an excuse for my attempt at plaid tartany stuff.
Which was awesome.
The paint was drying faster than I could put it on the mini. Doing spreadsheets.
No.
Spreadsheets. I used to have to do spreadsheets and analysis and stuff. Oh, so boring. Boring. And now Wikipedia does it instead. In fact, she probably doesn't. She's probably found a better way of doing it than my technology not understanding way.
Nearly put my brush in the pot in the wrong way around.
Oh, yeah, you did. I have a slight delay on my other screen, and yeah, you did. I saw you. I've discovered through watching Hamish's stream earlier on that my phone has an absolutely massive delay compared to the computer. So I started off watching Hamish on my phone while I was doing something, then when I came in here, started watching him on the computer, and it was like 5 minutes or something ridiculous.
It was a long...
It was very long, which kind of makes sense when I say things in Wicked D's stream and then she gets it 5 minutes later and doesn't understand what I'm talking about. Like, what? I do like these statuesque minis. I do think they're very nice.
Yeah, cool.
Don't know what I'm going to do with them.
Don't know. So if they come back to us and say that we can stock them, you think that we should stock them?
I think they're good, yeah. I mean, he said It's not that he doesn't want to let us stop them. It's just the logistics of the tax thing for him currently, and he's trying to look into it.
Yeah.
I don't understand taxes. So. Got to learn to do spreadsheets, says Red. I'm terrible. Excel thing don't make any sense to me. I'm just about type some things into one column and that's about it. You used to use it all the time, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
You know, like all the little code things and stuff, but I don't.
Yeah. A lot of our order forms and things come as spreadsheets, but I don't have to do anything near as complicated as I used to have to do.
Pivot tables for the win. Don't know what that is.
Yeah.
What's that?
Pivot tables are a way of presenting data, so it makes it easy to cross-reference stuff.
I need that whoosh meme that I made of the thing going over my head. For that.
Yeah, pivot tables. It's having something as a pivot table is easier to extract it into a graph these days. I believe, but say has been a while since I've had to use it a great deal.
A long time.
So I am really struggling with QuickBooks at the moment. It's giving me headaches.
Well, the advert on the telly says it's really easy to use and you can use it in 3 seconds and then go and do something else.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure that once I've got my head around it, it will be a case of doing it in 3 seconds, but
Currently not.
yeah, currently not. Oh yeah, you just Crafty says prefers 0. Yeah, I haven't got that much of a choice in it, unfortunately, because our accountants use QuickBooks. But yeah, they make it look so simple that just snap a photo of your invoice and do this and blah blah. Yeah, that's alright. But the interface on the phones, actually, it might not be too bad on my Android phone that I have now, but I found it really hard to use on an Apple phone.
You're still getting used to your Android phone. We always had iPhones, and then Mr MLG needed a new phone, and we couldn't afford an iPhone because they're like a gazillion pounds. So we got you an Android, didn't you? Which means learning completely new stuff.
Yeah.
It's like starting from scratch with a new smartphone. And I still have my old iPhone, so we're a different configuration family now. Financial management software consultants, maths all day, 5 days a week. I used to work for Sage. Oh, I've heard of that one. I've heard of that one. Never used it, obviously, but I've heard of it.
Yeah.
It's all good fun. So they say. You can't just thwat it with an hammer anymore.
No.
No, it's all technical now. That's what I used to do to the MFD at work. When it didn't work, kick it. Apparently that's not the best way to deal with machinery, but you know, it always seemed to work.
Right then, what did I use for skin colour? I think I used Fire Slayer Flesh, maybe? A couple of need touch-ups on the skin. I've got a itchy label in the back of my shorts getting me.
Naughty itchy label getting you.
Yeah.
So what you got to tell us then?
So we're on some Fire Slayer Flesh for the skin areas. Some of these bits that I'm putting this on don't actually need touching up, but I just want them to look, just want them to look consistent.
Was fixing 1950s machines, says Red. They loved a hammer. Did they though? Did they? Or was it like my MFD at work? They didn't really, but it just made them work.
Yeah.
Until the engineer told me off.
Yeah. Nothing makes printed circuit boards work better than a good kick.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Stupid thing should have worked the first time. Always used to get its staples stuck. It used to get too hot because some bright spark, who wasn't me, had put it in front of the radiator. So the radiator was like behind it, touching it, and then put it in front of the radiator because it was massive. It didn't really fit anywhere else, but like the radiator, they didn't bother switching the radiator off, so it used to get too hot. There's a wild Pokemon in chat that looks like a snail. Looks like a purple snail with green eyes and little tiny T-Rex hands or droopy boobs, whichever way you want to look at it. Oh my god, says Tony, the dog reeks. I think Kathy had a psychic moment of evil genius. Yes, Gizmo's been making some interesting smells, and he hasn't had anything different than his food. So I don't know what he's been up to.
Oh.
But yeah, it doesn't even wake him up there. Just
No.
like gag like. Unless of course Kathy's been round our house and it's just an evil plot against us all. The manga Nathan was thinking of is Chainsaw Man. Are you thinking of a manga?
Yes, when I said about the guy that wants to touch a boob.
Is that Chainsaw Man, is it?
Yeah.
We've got that in as well.
Yeah, because you leant over and said you realised that this is just weird, right?
No, that was the one about the fish people. That
Yes.
was the Lovecraftian manga horror.
The clown things in the fish pit.
Yeah, that was that one. I need to leave the room, says Tony. Take care of yourself, Tony. I remember Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, Chainsaw Man's the guy that lives with the demon that occasionally lets him touch its boob.
Is that what it is?
In return for cleaning up after it.
I don't know. I can't remember what I wrote for that when I added that one to the website. It definitely wasn't cleaning up after it. I'm gonna have to have a look now. Yeah, we've added lots of new manga today, and some other graphic novels. We've added the Essential Judge Dredd and the Complete Case Files of Judge Dredd and the Rogue Trooper. Added those today. We've also added Advice from a Blob, which Nathan got. I'm not really quite sure why.
I thought it sounded funny.
It's how to find peace in this messy, beautiful and chaotic existence. It's like a little self-help book, but it's animated cartoon book.
I was looking for some other books and I saw that and I totally judged it by its cover.
Yes. There we go. Love a bit of dread, says Crafty. Well, there's some more graphic novels to add, but I have added some today.
Have you done Coraline yet?
I've added Coraline, and I've also added Alice in Borderland as well. Tony says, okay gang, I survived. I had a hobby knife in hand, so I managed to cut my way out of the room. Now that's a mental image, isn't it? She is called Power and she is mental, says Azrael, with regard to the chainsaw.
Oh, right. Yeah, I had a quick flick through and it said something about not flushing the loo after itself.
Right. Well, we've got book 1 and 2. We can get more in, but that's the they're the ones that we've got. Yeah, he's in debt, isn't he, or something? Needs to earn some money. WikiD's only just realised that your face isn't on screen. I mean, it's only been an hour. The sun was so bright that we had to put the backdrop up against the glass doors, otherwise you wouldn't have been able to see anything at all. So, no face. We did have his face earlier when I swung the camera around.
Yeah.
But apart from that, yeah, no face.
Get a bit of that on there.
We've also got all the speed paint starter set, and the speed paint most wanted set for 2.0 from the Army Painter, and the individual paints in.
We got some more today, so we had a little bit of a restock because I made a little bit of an error and ordered it from 2 different suppliers, and I forgot I had done so until I got the tracking notification yesterday evening telling me that it was coming from the second one when we'd already got the first lot. But that's fine, it means we've got twice as much stock and it also means that our stockroom can be tidy and populated on a rack in the paint room.
Woohoo!
Because now we've got a spare.
Red says the difference between a technician and an engineer. Technician knows it needs a slap, but an engineer knows how hard to slap it.
Yeah, I agree.
You're an engineer, so you must know how hard to hit it with a hammer.
Yeah. Still qualified. Not for long, but still qualified. We had a plumbing query today from our neighbours, and I don't think the guy that I went to, the plumber that I went to deal with, was quite expecting me to know what he was talking about.
Yes, I got that impression as well when you were telling me. Yeah, they've got a problem next door, and their pipe comes through our wall because obviously we're attached onto them, so they needed assistance. Tony says, "Crafty, I love Dread too. I had a mate who was into Dread and Ian McShane. I always promised that I'd make Lovejoy Terrace for a Dread-themed terrain piece. I must do that sometime." And Wicked D's head just told her that your face was there, even though it's not. I must remember to switch it on for next time, otherwise, it won't be there. And we'll miss your beautiful face. Beautiful face.
Look at the beautiful celebrity.
Tinker Towers. Yeah, Tinker Towers. Tinker was A. He loved it. So we will be raiding into Wicked D, who should really probably go off and sort herself out.
Sort yourself out.
Sort yourself out, love. Sort yourself out. Yeah, I can't raid into you if you're not there. And I think she's playing Professor something. Professor Layton, maybe? Is that what it's
Professor
called?
Layton's puzzle.
I think so. Like a puzzly game. We can all get involved. A community puzzle game. We can all get involved in chat and help us solve the puzzles. Apart from me, of course, because I never understand the puzzles in the first place. To know the answers. What are you doing whilst you're streaming? Are you still touching miniatures up?
Yes, I'm going to still be touching some miniatures and sorting out. There's a couple of things that I need to sort out.
Yes, let's sort things out. She's still not there. He's still not there, Wicked D. Can't find you on my little list. We'll just have to fill in the time. Oh, Giz, what's the matter? Oh no! Mom, you're supposed to be raiding. I'm going to sneeze all over you instead. Where's he gone? Oh, is that what you think to us, Giz? Here's my bum. That's
Charming.
nice, isn't it? Thanks a lot. What a gift. Well, thanks, Giz. Hey, Gizzy, what you doing? What you doing? What you doing? I forgot, Giz. Do you want one? Do you want one? He's not impressed, is he? He's not impressed. Thanks, John. Just waiting for her to decide she's going to be there and she's not.
Thank you, everybody, for coming along. We're going to be raiding over very shortly, so thank you for coming and spending a bit of time with us. Very much looking forward to my Blood Bowl game tomorrow night. Hope I acquit myself reasonably well.
Crush your enemy!
Don't know if he's still here, but yeah, definitely looking forward to it. So we shall let you know next week how we get on.
Crafty says, thanks for letting us watch you touch stuff up. He's nice like that. He's sharing the touching
Sharing and
up.
caring.
Is she even live yet, anybody? Oi, I'm here, and I'll see you there. Says Quick Thrower. Listening, you see, listening to all your tactics in the background.
Yeah, awesome. See you tomorrow.
Well, her thing says she's live, but she's not in my little list. I might not be able to raid.
Oh, it does that sometimes, doesn't it?
Well, I think it's when she takes forever. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Yay!
We're there. Yay!
Woo! I hope you will come over with us now and raid into Wicked D's channel. It's... Oh, what are you doing, pup? Dog's had enough. It's absolutely awesome that you were here. We love having you here, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, everyone. See you soon.